Hi there, you're with English Coach Simon, and I'm here to talk to you today about fear and how fear can be crippling and how fear can paralyze us and stop us from achieving all of the things that we want to achieve during our lifetimes, and how fear can be a simple perception from something that doesn't necessarily pose such a threat, or it can be something solid that's going to hit us like a car as we cross the road. Fear is such a thing that it can hold us down and stop us from getting out of that state, from seeking urgent action to face it or to prepare ourselves for it, to be able to deal with it, but to take action so that we are not left at the mercy of fear. And fear can be something that our thoughts inspire, or it can be something more subtle that kind of curls around the heart and stays there and makes a home there. But it's your responsibility to remember that fear doesn't live inside you. You let it live inside you. Fear doesn't live inside you. You let it live inside you. Your thoughts and your perceptions allow for its existence within you. Fear in the real world doesn't exist. If we look at our existences historically, which we should if we want to learn anything about the human condition, 300 years ago, 400 years ago, the things people were afraid of were slightly more serious than they are now. Of course, we have a pandemic. Of course, we have cybercrimes, and terrorism hasn't really disappeared yet. Of course, we have natural disasters and a few other really nasty things. But compared with 300 or 400 years ago, most of those things are a walk in the park. Compared with the bubonic plague, for example, or the many wars that shaped human evolution. So when I say that fear doesn't live in me, I'm making a choice. It's not that fear doesn't or cannot live in me. I'm choosing to not let it live in me, because I'm comparing the things that I'm afraid of with the things that I should be worthy of being afraid of. Does that mean that I underestimate or underrate the fear of everyday life? No, I can pretty much admit that fear exists, but it's outside of me. I can perceive it, sometimes I can feel it, but it doesn't affect my decisions because fear doesn't live in here. And fear shouldn't live in you. Practice every day, every morning, looking into yourself and saying, what kind of fear am I living with today? And then practice confronting that fear and knowing what it is. Don't just let the day continue and stay living in that sense of fear without identifying exactly what it is or where it's coming from. Question it, like you question other things in your life. Be aware of it, and then it doesn't live in you. Fear doesn't have a place in me. Fear doesn't need to have a place in you. Find it. Find out what is the origin of it. understand how you can replace your fear with your confidence, with your strengths, with your belief in something that will work for you, in your belief that you can take actions that will reduce your fear and increase your confidence and make you feel worthy and make you feel that the fear that you are feeling was worth it, that it was okay to be afraid, but now fear doesn't live in you. Evolve by making a decision to confront your fears every day of your life. Thank you for being on my channel. See you on the next one.